PSPers, tis I, Mike Martins, your handheld junkie, and today we're going to be reviewing Final Fantasy II. And is it really your Final Fantasy? Or there's more after this? Let's find out. Own the birth of a generation. The legend continues. A new evil threatens the land. And once more, a band of young heroes stands against it. More new dungeons, more improved graphics, still the same story and gameplay. The game's story centers on four youths, whose parents were killed during an army invasion by the Empire of Palamecia. Palamecia, I hope I pronounced that right. Who are using the hellspawn to conquer the world. Three of the four main characters join the rebellion against the Empire, embarking on missions to gain new magic and weapons, destroy enemy superweapons, and rescue leading members of the Resistance. Final Fantasy II eliminates the leveling system from previous game, focusing on playable character stats, which increase according to how much they are used or required. For example, the character who frequently casts magic would have their magic proficiency increased faster, while a character who frequently takes magic would have their maximum HP increase. Battles are fought in turn-based system seen in the previous game, though each character has their class and abilities defined. Gameplay is amazing. I like the turn-based. When I first played, it was in Final Fantasy 1, but Final Fantasy 2 became turn-based. When I played Final Fantasy 2, I had no idea what was going on. And I'm like, why am I not hacking and slashing this guy? What's going on here? And I got accustomed to it, and I love the turn-based fighting. It's adapted into thousands of games now that exist today. The Persona series, the Acrimundi series, there's the lots of Japanese series that picked up that turn-based battle style. You do pick up armor, you do pick up weapons. You're very limited in Final Fantasy II with how many weapons you could get. So if you're the one that likes to craft stuff and get into really complicated socketed stuff, Final Fantasy II does not offer that as much. It offers you a few things to add to your armor, a few things but nothing in great depth like other games do, like Dungeon Hunter and other games for the system, and Dungeon Explorer and all those ones like that. The storyline, I don't want to get too much into the storyline, guys. I really don't, because I don't want to spoil it, because there are a lot of people that haven't played Final Fantasy 3, or ever played Final Fantasy. I have a lot of people in their 20s, late teens, 20s, and 30s that just never play it. And then I'm like, but you're always going home to play video games. I know that, but I just never got into Final Fantasy. Really? You know, it's one of those things. So if you never got into Final Fantasy, comment below. I'd like to know who and why not. Because the storyline, the graphics, the especially in part 2, the cartoony graphics. My wife took a look at it for the first time while I was playing. She's looking at me. She's like, well, it looks like a cartoon. I'm like, I know. It's entertaining. So, what do I rate this game? And is it going to be a collector's item? I'm going to give Final Fantasy II a 5 out of 5 in my personal book. Definitely a solid 5 out of 5. It is remastered, definitely. Cleaner graphics. Interesting music. Character selection is, you just got to go with the flow with what you got. But weapons are somewhat better than part 1. And the storyline is just fun. The game is not choppy ever. It never takes a million years to load. I'm playing it on a PSP 3000. So the loading times are next to nothing. Saving and the save features are simple to use. Is it going to be a collector's item? It really is. This game will become a collector's item. It will be a sought-after game, especially for older systems like the PSP, where they're going transitioning into retro gaming. Will Final Fantasy 1, 2, any of the Final Fantasies, even the DCI versions of them, the DCI versions I don't see going up too high, but I'm seeing the Final Fantasies 1, 2, and 4 or 5 are for the there's lots of them for the PSP. Remember, it's a Japan based console. So I do see it. I do see people holding on to them and not unloading them as quickly as